I just drank this Kava tea thing. It's making me feel weird.
Oh, is that the like South American? I think it's like a type of drug,
Oh
right?
yeah, isn't they do that in Hawaii, right? Kava
Yeah.
bars.
Yeah, it's making me feel really fucked up.
Oh, you didn't know that it's supposed to do that?
No, I did know that. I just didn't know to this extent.
Oh no.
Yeah, in my
What's it
mind, it's
feel
like
like?
CBD. That's what I
Yeah,
would think.
I
I
love
would have
that.
thought it was just a placebo, but and I tried it yesterday. I didn't feel anything, and then I read a Reddit thread about it. They're like, no, you need to put it in 2 bags, not boil the water completely. And I'm like, all right, I guess I'll try this. Kind of working.
Wait, did you Google how to get fucked up on Kava? How'd you get to this Reddit?
The Kava isn't
Kava
working.
not
Am I doing something wrong?
Yeah, well, I did it, and it seems to be loosening me up, making me feel relaxed. So that's kind of cool.
I should have did that because I can't. I'm getting this vasectomy. You can't drink for 7 days before.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I feel like I need that just so I stop drinking.
but I did drink Saturday, so that's technically 6 days.
Uh-oh. Did you tell your doctor that? Did they have to reschedule?
No, but I haven't taken any Motrin, or I couldn't take any of that for 7 days either.
Are you nervous?
So, a little bit. I don't want to put a jock strap on afterwards.
I think just boxer briefs will be fine. I don't think you
That's
need
what I
to.
Lisa kept saying, but I'm like, I looked on Amazon how fast you could like order a jock strap, and there wasn't one. But I have compression shorts, so those are gonna be the.
That was one of the
alt.
funniest things. So Dennis texted us and said that, or sent a screenshot, and then George asked about athletic support. And
I
sent
just
a
gotta
picture.
I just gotta go on record that we have the listener has no clue what we're talking about right now.
Yeah, he said vasectomy.
Did he?
Yeah, Kevin, the Kava's hitting you too strong.
Yeah, so I sent a picture of my pre-vasectomy paperwork telling you what to do. And do you want to continue or me?
Yeah, sorry, Owen. I didn't mean to put you on blast. I just genuinely don't.
I had that on. I was on point for once in my life. I got thrown.
Do it
off by
again.
Kevin.
Do it again. Do it again.
George, or I can't do it. Dennis sent a picture of what he needs to do before his vasectomy, and there's part of it that says that he needs athletic support, and Dennis took that as that he needed someone that's strong enough, athletic enough to carry him out of the procedure,
or just in case, just in case.
Yeah. Instead of wearing athletic support or supportively athletic undergarments.
Basically, he was saying he needs a jock strap, and Dennis is like, who's my most athletic friend?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering if he was going through his head like, shit, I don't know if Lisa can do it. Who else could I have? Not Freddie, not Ozzy.
Well, the reason I thought there was a lot of context is because when I went there, all the people that were in the lobby were like 80-year-old men. So I'm like, oh, they need someone. And then at least 2 people that left needed someone to like walk them out. Like one guy. So I'm like, all right. That's to me, it's like they just need someone that can walk you out.
I'm guessing those guys weren't there for vasectomies, right?
That's what I was like, hold on. What are they there for?
No, I think as you get older, you go to the urologist more when you.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
What's
funny is when I was working at Yelp, we had to cold call people, and one of you just had a territory of people, and I had to call a urologist office, and this guy specializes in reverse vasectomies. And it turns out during the time, he's the only one in the country doing it. And Yelp always taught you when you're calling, you have to not really lie, but I guess kind of stretch the truth. And I'm like, there have been 5,000 searches in the last month for reverse vasectomies, and you're not getting in front of any of these people. And he's like, I'm the only one in the country that's doing it. What do you mean there's been 5,000 searches for reverse? And I had to just stick to it. I'm like, dude, you're not getting these people. They're going elsewhere.
So you were selling like ad space.
Ad space on Yelp, yeah.
Yeah. Really quick, Owen, are you doing dry January still?
Other than the weekends. And
Okay.
then special occasions.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'll
Any
allow
little
it.
win. Got to work a little faster.
Honestly, it's hard. It hasn't been hard for me any other time that I've done this. And normally I go 2 weeks. And I'm like, this is just boring and not something that's hard. I know I could keep going, but I was like, there's no point. This time I'm like, fuck, I don't think I could do it. So
I listened to the
it's making me
podcast a
really
year ago.
nervous.
I feel like you said the same thing a year ago.
I don't know. Kevin,
I
maybe
agree
have
with
to
I
tell
agree
you.
with Owen. It's just
I could
boring.
quit
I
that.
just find because I don't have kids, I just have like an extra 4 to 6 hours every weekend day that I just
Dude, there's
don't know how to account for.
See, that's why I was like, weekends are. Dennis gave a good point. He's like, you're in your 30s, you're in good shape. You could drink while you're in good shape. I'm like, that's a great mentality. My mood completely switched from like really angry to really happy after I made the decision that I
Yeah.
was going to drink that night. But weekdays,
Yeah, I
have
don't
been-
think when you're
been difficult.
70, unless you're really drinking a lot, but a few glasses a day, few in
Yeah.
the morning,
A few glasses a day. It's been good for me though. I'm on day 7 strong, and I'm trying to go the whole 31 days. Is it 31?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mostly just for weight loss, just purely.
Now
like,
I know why you got the Kava tea.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Kava
like-
tea is crucial. I know, because I
Things
like
get fucked up somehow.
I've been like depressed on the weekends because I'm like, I don't have a reward. I like don't know how to reward myself without alcohol. I'm just so I like got to like Sunday night and I'm like, where's my reward? Like I made it through a
Right?
week.
Yeah.
I'm like what do I do? Give myself a pat on the back? That's not a reward.
Like, what am I looking forward to
Yeah.
on weekends now? It's like I worked all week.
I love you saying weekends. It's been one weekend.
Well, I mean, still though, it's like, and I'm trying to lose weight, so it's not like I'm pigging out on some pizza or something. I just like made
Yeah.
it through a weekend. I'm like,
Nothing.
that
to
was
live
just like a
for.
week. That was just like a weekday. Like, what the fuck is the point of this? I might as well work 10 hours.
Yeah. Take your
Yeah.
mind off drinking when you're working.
But yeah, the Kava is definitely part of it. Just because like I mean, it's been on my radar for a while, and I'm just like, I need like some kind of thing at the end of the day just to like
I
sip
like to
on.
imagine Kevin has an actual like sonar radar, and like Kevin's got the beep in the middle. There's alcohol showing up on there, Kava tea showing up in a different corner.
I don't
Weed
know.
in there.
I like the Kava so far.
What if the
Um,
Kava didn't work? What's next? Like kerosene?
Kratom.
Eat 'em.
You gotta learn how to
Special
pronounce
K.
it before you take it.
Yeah.
I don't know, just like what's autoerotic asphyxiation? Something different.
Are you?
I
off-
tried
are you
video
doing-
games.
are you
That
doing-
didn't fucking work.
Yeah. Are you doing Zins too, or did you quit those?
Oh no, I'm still doing sins. Yes.
Okay. So I remember I used to dip and I wouldn't drink like most weekdays. And then I quit dipping and it's like, fuck, I need like some, like you said, a reward at the end of the day.
Mhm.
So I like replaced with like a glass or 2 of wine each night. And
Couple glasses.
exactly. Well, they used to say it's good for you 2 a night. So I've
Yeah.
been sticking to that rule forever up until like a year ago, and they're all like, "No, it's terrible. No matter how much you drink or how
I
little."
read that too.
And now they're starting to put general surgeon warnings on this. And I was like, "Well, look, you guys told me before it's totally fine. Now I might have an addiction to this stuff."
All right, let's talk about the Golden Globes really quick. Did you guys watch? I only watched like 15 minutes.
I was going to watch, but then I looked at all the nominations and I'm like, I've only seen like one of these.
I was an hour late to watching it, but I watched.
Did you? The only takeaway I had from it was this fucking stupid Amelia Perez movie kept winning awards, and the thing started off so weak. I will say Nikki Glaser did a pretty good job. She was funny, but they cut right to the first award, which is like Best Supporting Actress, and what's her name? Zoe Saldana. She's
In
Avatar and
Yeah.
Marvel, Guardians of the Galaxy and stuff. I think she's like Afro-Hispanic or something. And this was like do you know anything about this Amelia Perez movie?
Yeah, I tried watching it, and it turned out that it was
You tried watching it?
It was a Spanish musical. And I'm
About
like,
transgender people.
Yeah. Oh, is it? I got 5 minutes into it, and they start walking down the street, and there's a crowd of people following her. I'm like, is this a fucking musical?
No, it's getting trashed right now. Like everybody, it's like just pure like woke bait. But Zoe Saldana, she wins the first award, and she goes up there, and all of a sudden she talks for about 3 minutes, like while the music is playing her off, and she keeps going, "I'm so proud to win Amelia Perez." She kept saying it like that, and then she kept going like, And I just want to give a shout out to Selena Gomez. And I'm like, all right, come on. And it would have been okay if she did it once, but she kept saying stuff like that repetitively, and it was so cringy. You do need to watch that scene from the movie that was on Twitter. That is so embarrassing. I'll pull it up. All right. So, and this is a clip from Amelia Perez. Amelia Perez. This one does not have Selena, but it has Zoe. All right. You're gonna love this movie, Owen.
Zoe.
Zoe.
Hello, very nice to meet you. I'd like to know about sex change operation.
I see. Men to woman, or woman to men.
Man to woman.
From penis to vagina.
No way.
Hello, very nice to meet
This
you.
is fake, right?
No, it's very real, and I couldn't believe it because I kept hearing buzz about this movie, and I saw that clip. I'm like, how is that even a serious contender for anything?
No way, that is real.
The more I watch that clip, though, the more I'm interested.
You can sell Dennis on anything.
You really can. Yeah, but I just can't believe that movie is serious. Oh, and did you have any thoughts on the Golden Globes?
I don't have a lot. No, it's weird that Timothy Chalamet. I get too thrown off when you ask if I had thoughts about something.
What were you thinking while watching it, or were you just kind of like staring at the screen?
Selena. It's weird that Timothy Chalamet and what's her face,
Kylie Jenner. That is
Kylie Jenner
couple.
are together, and it's funny to see her out of like her element because like that's all famous people, and I don't think they really give a shit about what she's got going on because she's not an actor.
That's true.
They have their own agenda, so she probably feels like an idiot because she's not center of attention.
I did see a clip of who's the lady, the older woman from The Substance? What's her name? Demi Moore.
Yeah.
She went up and was talking to Timothy Chalamet and completely ignored Kylie Jenner.
That's probably nice for her to actually be in a room where people. That would be nice. I could see why she would enjoy that. Like these people actually have earned their merit. They weren't just bored into the reality thing. They haven't started. It's crazy that all these reality stars have billion-dollar companies just because of their image.
I know,
dude. Every actor and actress is nepo. Maybe the other girl in The Substance.
Yeah,
so, they didn't earn. I mean, a lot of them didn't earn it.
But it still takes work to become.
It still takes work, but it's like you're like 50% there already.
Definitely a leg up.
But I did watch Beast Games. Dennis, is this on your radar at all?
No, I like Squid Games.
Kevin's radar is beeping big time.
I've heard of it. And I know it's like 1,000 people or something.
Well, that's what's crazy to me that you're not really following it. It seems so up your alley. And this is like $1 billion production. Like this is this guy's moonshot, to make it out of YouTube.
Opus.
It's supposed to literally. It's like if you watch this show, it must have cost $1 billion. And the fact that not everybody in the country is watching it makes it seem like such a miss. Everybody in the country watched Squid Game: The Challenge. I think it's probably just because it's on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, that's what I think.
And I watched. So Buddy was downstairs when I was going through it, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna put this on." He's like, "I don't want to watch this." I'm like, "You don't want to watch Mr. Beast?"
This is like
yeah. But he doesn't really like Mr. Beast. He doesn't follow him that much. But as soon as we clicked on it, that shit had my attention. And had his. That part when they're dropping people through the floors at the very beginning. The first part was incredible. After that, I lost all interest. After they moved to the town that he built, those games were pretty boring.
I'm locked in. I've watched the first 4 episodes. Dennis, just to give you a quick summation, it's 1,000 contestants, all competing for $5 million, but there's a bunch of little prizes along the way. My complaint about it is it's set up so much like Squid Game. It's almost like a Squid Game parody, all the same, the guards wear the masks and all the same, it's a little frustrating in that, do something a little more original. His cast of talent has no charisma. I don't know how this guy has a billion followers.
I mean, he doesn't really either.
No, he doesn't.
He's just kind of blah the whole time.
He at least lost a bunch of weight recently, so he's at least you can look at him on screen.
You just got engaged too.
There is one part that I missed. Did they the last part that I saw is when they had 4 people at the top of the tower and they had the option to hit the button and the dollar amount was reaching $1 million before the end of that episode. That was the last episode I watched. What dollar amount did that get to?
Okay, wait. Let me go back to a little bit, if that's a word, Dennis. So it's 1,000 people.
Okay, never mind, Owen.
No. I'll get right to it. Owen. It's 1,000 people, and none of the games, at least as of now, are athletic based or like talent based. It's all psychological. So it's just like, hey, we have 1,000 people standing on these podiums. Like, we're going to offer you $25,000 to leave right now. That eliminates 30 people. And it's like, okay, great. Now, if one person in your row has to eliminate yourself or else your whole row is eliminated, like games like that.
Yeah, okay.
And it's just, and that like slowly, like they get down to like 500 within the first episode. And then they bring them to that city. And then that's where it gets to what Owen's talking about, where they were split into groups of 4 and each team had to pick a leader. And that leader would go up, and they offered those leaders like, hey, like we'll offer like you this amount of money to eliminate your whole group. So we're talking like a group of 100 people, and it got up to $1 million, Owen, and they all turned it down.
They all turned it down, so they weren't going to make it go higher.
I think it's just like it got to $1 million, and they maxed out at $1 million, and they all 4 of them, I think, turned it down.
They wouldn't take the $1 million.
Losers! That is the dumbest decision ever. See, these people on
that
the
seems
show
fake.
That's where I'm like, if you watch them though, they all got nominated by their people to go up there. And when it got to like 250, I'd be like, dude, I'm fucking hitting that button immediately. And then it was up to 500,000. I'm like, what are they doing?
It's funny though, because after that, they all kind of became gods amongst the people. Like everybody's sucking up to them constantly because like their lives are in their hands. So it's really good. Like the stakes, it feels like it's life or death because all these people like. We're talking 1,000 people that like basically quit their jobs to come on this show. And we heard like how it worked, like with the Squid Game, the challenge, like they have to like be in these stupid sets for hours and hours and days just for this chance to like this moonshot to win $1 million, 5 million actually. So it's good. It's good. And it's just, my other complaints about it is there's so many people that we don't get to see their personalities. We haven't really got to know anybody. Hopefully it starts to get into that, but I'm locked in.
How dumb are they going to feel as soon as they get kicked out? They're like, shit, I could have won $1 million. Now I am going home jobless and $0.
They're going to feel dumb.
I had to think about that one.
And the other good thing about it is it's not like Squid Game the Challenge with a bunch of influencers.
Is it called Squid Game the Challenge?
No, it's called Beast Games. It's called
what you're saying about Squid Games. Was it called the challenge?
Yeah, I think so.
Kevin wouldn't know.
I think it was. But
yeah, it was the challenge.
I'm just thinking of MTV The Challenge every time you say that.
It's not a bunch of influencers. Like they don't care about the clout as much as they care about just winning the money. Well, it's good.
The Squid Game one, yeah, like we've heard. Can I say your dad said that?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like I don't know why I thought like your dad said. They've handpicked people out. So if this is actually real, they're probably not handpicking 1,000 people. Like,
who knows? Who knows until
true.
This all comes out. People are already complaining about work conditions, and that was the same situation with your dad, the challenge, Squid Game's the challenge. So who knows what's going to come out? I wonder if they had to sign like an NDA. Didn't your dad have to sign something about not talking about
Probably, but there's just no way you can control that. Or like that doesn't. Yeah. Wait, so what did you guys think of Squid Game season 2? Dennis, let's start with you.
I love Squid Games, and I love.
Is it Squid Game or Squid Games?
Huh?
Is it Squid Game or Squid Games?
Squid's Games.
Squid Game.
Lock it in.
Squid Game.
Yeah, it's Squid Game.
Lock it in.
Squid Game. Squid Game 2, not season 2. Squid Game 2.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, it just ended half. You guys watched it, right?
Yeah, Thanos.
Yeah,
Thanos.
like Thanos.
He was sick.
He was.
You guys are joking, right? About actually liking him, or did you?
No, he was the best character. He was fascinating.
Oh, he was so annoying.
He was so. He was annoying.
Did you watch it dubbed?
I knew that was going to be your fucking question. Yes, I watched it dubbed with English subs.
Yeah, you should have watched it subbed.
Oh, is it much better that way?
Thanos is because Kevin, you know how Thanos spoke English a bunch of times?
Yes.
In the dub version, you don't get that at all. It's actually why I switched from dub to sub because I watched somehow landed on it.
I can't remember which one is which. So
Thanos edit.
Dennis, which one you were watching it with them speaking English or with them speaking Korean?
So do you remember? No, I got this. You remember those like animation ones where someone would, it'd be like the Ninja Turtles.
You got
and
this.
So,
I'm crystal clear right now.
What
Okay.
are you talking about?
So they're watching the Ninja Turtles, and there's some guy that is pretending to be their voices and dubs over their voices. That's dubbed.
Okay, so Dennis, which one did you watch?
So he watched.
They were
that one.
speaking Korean on the screen. And I was
Okay, that's
reading
what I
English.
watched too. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I watched.
And what I'm saying to Owen is, they were speaking Korean on the screen. Thanos sometimes
Wait,
would
on the
speak-
screen?
I've had too much kava for this.
Korean on the screen. Okay, got it.
Oh, and what did you think of Squid Game? New
Well,
season.
I watched it dubbed, as you know.
Yeah, I'm saying Thanos spoke English sometime when he was mainly speaking Korean.
Here's the thing: he spoke English the entire time in the dub.
I know, but
version.
it made his character cooler because it was like he'd be like, "I'm Thanos, baby," and he sound like that.
Oh, that's sick. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm,
I'm gonna send
That's
you
gonna
a
make me rewatch
Thanos
that
fan
one.
edit, and you'll like it.
But I watched it dubbed with English subs. Dennis sounds like he watched it Korean with subtitles. Did you
Korean
use?
sub.
Yeah, did you?
I figured as such. So that's why you like Thanos, because the only thing that you can understand is when he actually spoke in English.
Exactly. No, it
Um,
was good though. I love the games. The one game was sick. The merry-go-round one.
That one was.
Oh, that
yeah,
was sick.
I feel like the ending kind of ruined that part for me. I forgot about all the games because I didn't particularly like that ending, or like that there's another season. You know, it's too much of a
Yeah,
cliffhanger for.
Yeah,
But
all
I
the
think
games are.
I think
good.
it comes out this year, though. I think it comes out again this year.
Yeah,
Does, but for how many years that they've been working on it, it's been like 3 or 4 years since the last one came out. That it sucks that that's all that they got out of it.
I loved it. I thought. I mean, I don't binge shows very often, and that one I couldn't wait to get to the next episode.
Yeah, I think I watched it.
What are you taking in the pentathlon? What game is yours, Owen? Where they have
yeah,
the 6 options.
I think I'd be throwing that rock.
that's what I was thinking. That's the
Oh, I
easiest
thought for
one.
sure you were
Throw
the
that
juggler. I thought for sure you would be the juggle guy.
Juggle guy.
The Ganu, I think it's called, something like that.
You have to kick it 5 times with your feet.
Oh, I
like
thought you meant the dice one.
Oh, I
hacky
was-
sack. It was like hacky sack.
Dude, I'm getting my feet and hands are getting like anxious, like thinking about being in that situation where I don't think I could perform. So, and I think I'd be pretty nervous as soon as you miss that once. You got to be freaking out. But
How about the dice one?
Dice one
Yeah.
is like not even. It's not even fair. That one is so much harder than the other ones.
I think,
Yeah.
I think that I've watched other people doing that on like TikTok.
Yeah.
And they seem to they could do it really easily. So if you grew up playing that game, it's probably pretty simple.
Yeah.
It's like probably equivalent to us kicking a paper football through the uprights.
Okay. Well, I'm just throwing the rock myself, Dennis. What are you doing?
I was gonna say rock too, but number
Okay.
two.
But we can't do that. We're all
Well,
tied together. We can't.
Oh,
all
we're
pick
in the same
rock.
one. Okay, then I'll do the paper throwing thing, and I'll use the transgender person's trick.
Wait, what was that
I
one?
have a dick.
No, I think their trick was like you turn it upside down or
Flip it
something.
upside down.
Oh
Dachi.
yeah.
Kevin's playing Dachi.
Okay, you're the rock, Owen. I'm gonna do, I guess the
We're-
pom pom.
God,
Pom
God,
pom.
I forget what all these games were. What was the pom pom?
The one where you kick the pom pom thing with your foot.
Oh, I thought it was like the hacky sack one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got to give credit though to Squid Game because I really liked it too that second season, and they really did a good job of like they introduced like 15, 20 new characters that like I was invested in by the end in 6
Yeah.
episodes or whatever. So
The first 2 episodes sucked. Like they could just got rid of those. Just put them back
Yeah.
on before he got back on there.
Yeah, I took too long to get to the games. I'm like, get to the fucking game.
Oh, I
Really
liked
wanted
it. I kind of liked when I kept saying to Megan when I was watching it with her, I'm like, I want to buy an old motel. I want to live in an old motel. That
I
looks
want to
sick.
blow out the walls and
Yeah.
turn it into a gun range.
That looks so cool. Oh, and tell us about Don't Die Doc.
If you guys
Don't Die Doc.
Well, Kevin, you're on some like wellness trip where you're taking Kava.
Yes.
Dennis, are you doing anything to like expand your, I guess, or extend your life expectancy? Minus getting your wiener cut off.
I guess go on diets when I can.
Yeah. I don't think that's doing anything.
We'll get
Extreme
into New
diets.
Year's. Yeah, we'll get into goals a little bit later. But just so I think I've heard a little bit about this doco.
Yeah,
and
have you
what's
seen
the
this
premise?
freak? Have you seen this
Oh,
freak
wait.
before? Brian Johnson?
He's trying to live forever.
Yeah,
whatever.
he's
Okay.
the billionaire that, or multi-million, like almost billionaire that sold. He's a person that bought Venmo, and I think his company that bought Venmo, I believe they sold out to PayPal, and he took all of that money, and now he is trying to live as long as humanly possible. So he's trying all these new tactics, like spending $2 million a year on specific treatments, and he looks like a freak
He
right
does.
now.
He does look like
And-
a freak.
And he's like he's like translucent, but I think it's because he never goes out in the sun, because
Yeah.
the sun is technically bad for you once he gets to certain UV rays. But it's crazy. His whole entire life, it revolves around him expanding his life longer.
Kind
Why
of
is
goes
he
against
so
the whole
afraid to-
thing. Like, yeah, I'd rather live than die trying. Whatever that phrase is. What?
You got
Anyways,
it.
continue,
Yeah.
Owen.
Let the Kava talk, Kevin.
Yeah, dude. Worst part about this Kava is like they're like it has none of the like hangover effects of alcohol, but it's like does cause liver damage. So I'm like, all right, well, my head will feel good in
Yeah.
the morning, but I'm still gonna die early.
Yeah.
Owen, did they explain why this guy's so scared of death?
I think he was suicidal or tried to kill himself, and then he had
So
a
he's like, I'm gonna do the opposite.
And he
I'm gonna
seems
live
like
forever.
he's an extremist, I believe. That's just what it seems like. So he's gone extreme. He's gone
Is he
extreme.
married or have kids? or
He's
anything?
married, got divorced, has a kid. His kid is probably he was just going to college. So in the documentary, his kid's living with him and just started living with him before they was just with his mom. And you could tell that this guy wants to be his son. And like in a creepy way, he's like obsessed with his son. They were working out and he was just talking about how good his son's legs are. And
Oh my God.
this guy has like a coach, like I don't know, longevity coach, I guess. And he's like, you need to like be careful. Like I could tell you like want to be your son. And
Oh,
it's
wow.
just, it's a very, and he
I wanna
looks
watch
like his
that.
kid. There's so many fake things though. So he's giving the illusion that looks better, but he clearly had hair plugs. He
Oh
dyes
yeah.
he dyes his hair. I'm like, well, that's not real. I know it like whatever, he can do whatever he wants, but
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
parts of it is like it's clearly fake, but he's fucking like ripped. Like there's no fat on him. And for every 12 months, he's aging about 8 months. So he's at 0.69% of like
How the fuck does he know that?
he has so much like all this testing and stuff. So it's really fucking interesting. And it does make you want to be like, oh shit, what should I be doing? Making myself like better to live longer, like care more about myself. Obviously, I'm not going to go off and do what this guy does. The one frustrating thing is like they interview scientists and they're like, this guy isn't a scientist. He should spend all of his money and give it to us so we could actually do research to figure out what works. And I was like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I hate when people are. I was like, go sell your own company and fund your.
Yeah. This
own
guy's
thing.
a scientist.
Like,
This guy, he's
he
doing
can
his
do
own
whatever he wants,
science.
and he's
Yeah.
doing like great. So, but I
Good for
also
him.
think that he is just doing it to sell shit. So I think
Oh,
he's
yeah.
doing it for social media likes. He's got an olive oil that he sells, and
Ugh.
he gives like what is called blueprint. He gives everyone exactly what he's doing to extend his lifespan.
I'm
So,
looking at pictures
super
of him.
fucking
It's
interesting.
it's very American Psycho vibes. My
Yeah.
question for you guys is: we're 100% rooting against this guy, right?
Yeah, I think everyone is.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think many people want him to, but I don't want him to die a tragic way. I want him
Yeah.
to die of like
Like he goes to
Something
the
bad.
doctor, and the doctor's
I think the
like,
hair transplant thing would be a funny way to die.
Oh,
like,
yeah. or like
He
he gets like
a piece of hair in way too deep.
yeah.
doesn't he get like red light therapy?
He gets everything. I
Yeah.
don't even know what any of this shit is called.
That's why I'm like, how there's got to be one of those things that's actually really bad for you that he's applying.
well,
That thinks
he
good.
did he got like an injection of someone else's gene, and which is like a different culture's gene. That technically, if you get it one way, it completely alters your DNA. But the way that this company does it, it doesn't alter your DNA. It like X with it, and you can have it removed. And it's supposedly like super dangerous. And he could have
What?
died from it, but he lived.
All right,
And
well,
all it was them just shooting him with like an injection.
all right. Well, speaking of young, attractive, hot people, I have
Not
a good
us.
one. Oh, yeah. By the way, we do have to address the TikTok comments and Instagram comments. I think because we talk about people's appearances so much, it's opened up the floodgates that our commenters love to tell us how ugly we are, even though we're all objectively 6s and 7s. We're not ugly.
Yeah, it's
The problem is we are actively judging people that are, in our opinions, not that hot.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they're more handsome than us a lot of the times.
Yeah.
But we could still judge that they're
Yeah.
like, ugly in Hollywood,
Yeah,
like compared to other people.
they're public
So get off
figures.
the backs.
Okay, well, no, Dennis, go for it.
I was gonna say, could you imagine having like 1 million followers in every single videos? Like,
oh
Dude,
my
we'd
god,
be fucked.
yeah,
I wouldn't die.
I would have to.
I would be the
turn
opposite
off
of
my
that guy.
phone.
I'd be like, I would be suicidal.
I want to
like,
when these people comment that stuff. I want to go at them.
I know. You guys have problems. Anytime we've gotten comments, you both are like, we need to respond. You guys respond to it. I'm like, oh gosh, they're
it
hurting.
gives me
Kevin had a
passion.
perfect
It gives me passion.
response to the last guy, where it was like, what did he say? He's like, 3 ugly guys talking about NBA player, a really nice looking NBA player, and like it boiled down to like Kevin basically saying,
WNBA.
yeah,
Let me do a better job of
Okay.
this.
Yeah.
The guy basically like he kept like we made a comment about how Kelsey Plum, the WNBA player, was like eating popcorn in a silly way.
yeah,
And
we
he
weren't even talking about.
We
her
weren't talking
looks.
about her appearance. Like we're just being objectively like she tried to be silly. Everybody thinks she fell flat. Got it. And he kept going, 3 uggos talking about a cute WNBA player figures, and he just kept like talking about how cute she was. And I'm like, we're the one who's in the wrong here. Like she's a WNBA player, like talented individual, very charismatic, and all you're just objectifying her to like, why are they making fun of a cute girl? We're like, shut the fuck up.
I think I found that guy's LinkedIn.
I did too.
Oh my god, you guys need to calm
He
down.
works in HR.
yeah,
Is he really?
in
Yeah.
California, right?
Yeah, he works for HR for a company that. Anyways, Oracle or something.
Very funny. But I was saying, you guys have such like okay, you guys would be toast if we were like had millions of followers.
I
But
would develop
honestly
a
think-
tolerance.
I think I am overly confident that it isn't affecting me, but I think it might really be affecting me, but I'm pretending like it doesn't. I pretend like I'm tough. I think deep down I'm getting probably hurt more than you guys are even.
I like going after the people. Okay,
Yeah.
Too Hot to Handle, the video game. It's on Netflix. It's you guys are familiar with the show Too Hot to Handle.
Is
It's when
this
they
an ad?
It's a video game on Netflix.
yeah, they do like mobile games now.
How's that work?
Well,
On
I
your
don't know.
On
yeah.
your TV?
No, like you can play them on your phone.
Is it
Oh.
dubbed or sub?
Okay, so Too Hot to Handle. It's one of those sexy like dating shows, all hot people. But they made like a mobile game version of it, which you can access on your TV, but you have to like do a little bit of it through your phone. And me and Megan decided to dive into it a little bit because we were bored, and I'm kind of sober right now, and I'll do whatever the flow goes with the flow. And they basically it starts off and it has you create a player. You know how like when you would play like old Madden or whatever, you'd create a player.
Yeah.
It was very similar to that. So we started creating Megan's player, and like it starts off really normal, and it's like what hair color, what like eye color, like what
Yeah.
body type, and then the third, I swear to God, like the third or fifth option is like, hang on, I gotta look up the word. What's the skin? What's the skin disease with patches? Like where like the models,
Oh yeah.
like
Not, well, not alopecia, but
but like vitiligo. It's vitiligo. It's called like vitiligo. You know what I'm talking about?
I feel like there's no way you're pronouncing that.
I'm not pronouncing it right, but you know what I'm talking about, like
Yeah.
vitiligo or something, like where it's like weird skin blotches on your thing. Okay, so the third or fourth option is what type of vitiligo do you have? And I shit you not, there are like 6 different options for it.
It's
And-
crazy. So
No.
it goes like, what color hair do you have? And then like, what's your favorite color? Sure. And third option is
Okay,
vitiligo.
I swear it gets better. Okay, so then you go through a few more. It's like, what shirt are you wearing? And then it's like, what is your breast reduction surgery? Like the scars, assuming like you're like a transgender who like had their like scars removed or like something like that. And then they do, and then the last one is, so it's like really woke, and there's just like all these really stupid options in this. And the last one is, what kind of hearing aids do you have? And there's 30 different types of hearing aids.
All right.
God.
So we create Megan's player. There's an end to this story. We create Megan's player, and we're like, it just made her look normal, like laughing about all these stupid options, like woke options they have now. And we go to create my male player, and we get it all created. And then we go to the hairstyles. I'm like, all right, just pick the bald guy. There's no.
Oh my God.
You got every other disability is accounted for. But they don't have balls. I couldn't be bald, so I had to have.
That is nuts.
I know. I'm like, what? Am I the one type of disenfranchised that's like?
They must have got to the guys who are like
They're like,
abs, I guess, and
they're
then
like, should we put bald? Ew, no.
But even that girl from like Wicked is like has zero like hair on her head now. It's like, how did they forget that one? They have I'm telling you, 30 different types of hearing aids they had on there.
Oh, that's funny.
Insanity,
so what do you
man.
do in the game?
I don't know. We never made it. It was just fun. You know, when you play those games, it's just fun creating the player.
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Sims.
You're like, Megan, I can't finish it. There's no bald guy.
So I had to have like blonde hair. It was ridiculous.
Did it feel good to have blonde hair again?
Yo, my guy was hot. I'll try to pull him up on my phone.
Ooh, I'd like to see your guy.
Yes,
One
I'm-
second.
interested.
They did give some cool tattoo options.
I was wondering if you had tattoos.
Oh, okay. That's not too far off.
Yeah, dude, same body type too.
Yeah,
90%
cool
there,
tat,
right?
yeah.
Just need to
Yeah.
get rid of the hair.
What beach is
There
that?
it is.
Yeah, where were you in that picture?
The one
That-
in Clearwater.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
saying,
you
that looks
love-
like
you love
Clearwater.
Clearwater.
I couldn't believe that. No, it just goes to show how far the left has gone in the wrong direction. They forgot bald. Dennis, tell us about your golf simulator. I'm sure you had a similar experience.
Yeah, so I went to a golf simulator with Mr. B and Drew the Listener, and they had this promotion there. If you buy a bucket of beer, you get a free half hour. So that was the main reason we went. But it was a weird golf simulator because my driver could like hit the back wall where I was at. It was at not the place we went, Kevin, before. It was a newer place. But yeah, it was fun.
What do you mean that your driver hit the back wall?
If like I couldn't do a full swing because I would go back and my driver would be hitting the wall.
Really?
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
frustrating.
I know. So I had to like line my ball up differently, like not in the center, like on the side.
That's
I-
like the one thing you need at a golf
I know.
simulator is space to swing.
Yeah, it
Right,
was,
because
like-
that's the one thing that like makes it like it could ruin your swing if you spend a whole winter in there like trying to
yeah, I know.
work around that.
I don't know if it was just our booth, but other clubs are fine. It was just a driver. But yeah, it was
I have a follow-up question, Dennis. So you told me to list this as a topic, and your commentary on it was you get a free 30 minutes, and it was fun. You didn't have any other story about this other than that?
I
You sound like me.
I was
Yeah.
running out of ideas. I couldn't think today.
2 weeks off and you had 0 ideas. to
Yeah,
talk
you like
about?
told us you had all kind of
Squid games.
You said you had all kind of hot takes that you were developing over Christmas break.
I know. I wrote notes actually. I forgot about that. Let me see this.
Who won the golf simulator?
I was doing great first half, and then Mr. B came back at the end and won it. Drew had remember last time we played, Drew had like 20 strokes off the tee.
Oh yeah,
He's blaming the simulator.
those
Just go
golf
up and-
simulators are fun. I'm thinking about signing up one for the winter, just like as a reason to get out of the house and just.
Yeah, this one in Cleveland will be close. It was a Saturday night, snowy, and not that many people there. And there's people there playing putt-putt on a golf simulator.
What a waste.
So it's like you hit the ball and it like just slowly hits the screen, rolls up to the screen.
That's such torture.
You can play putt-putt in your
I-
basement. Like, that doesn't need...
Yeah. In
I'd
their
rather go
defense,
to
it was
work.
all looked like dates. Like, so I don't know.
Okay.
Like
Yeah, you don't want to,
girl-
like, have to teach.
Yeah. I feel like it's kind of unflattering seeing someone do a drive in a simulator.
Okay, well, the last thing
That's how hard I can hit this fucking ball.
the last thing we're going to end with
Say
is our New Year's resolutions. But before we get into that, Owen has a little thing he wanted to share
Sing?
with us. He said a
Ooh.
little thing.
Yeah, just a little thing. Close your eyes. No, I'm kidding. So I feel influences of public figures.
What?
Essay?
I can never speak properly on the podcast or get what I'm trying to say across.
Either can I.
So when I write it down, I do really great. All right. So
All right.
influencers are using like attention grabbing elements like eclectic glasses, or like unusual hairstyles, or like quirky accessories, and which is visual branding.
Okay.
And for next podcast,
Ooh,
I
I
want-
like this.
all of us to come with our own visual branding or style branding thing. So like an example is or like Hermosi wears that stupid nose
Mhm.
strip, and he wears it all the time, and he's known
Who
for
the
it.
fuck is that? Or
I know
most-
who he is. He's the...
He did the podcast.
Yeah.
We talked about him on the
Haven't
podcast.
said it.
one time.
Mhm.
I
Like,
know
everybody-
who Mosey is. He was my
You know
guy.
Hermosi.
Oh shit! Yeah. Okay. I kind of.
Yeah, the guy with the nose strip is probably what you're thinking.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I didn't. I do know Hermosi.
So
Sorry.
I want us all to come next podcast, but before we click like the screen to show, we all have to like have our blackout screen, and we all show at the exact same time. And
I'm
we have to
excited
wear
for
it-
this.
We have to wear it or do it the entire podcast.
I'm in. That'll be
Okay.
great, because that
Do
will
it-
totally
make
help
it-
with TikTok clips, for sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
and make it something that you may genuinely like. Don't do,
Continue
like-
doing it.
Yeah, don't like dye your hair with like a mohawk, because then I'd be like, I don't want to fucking be doing a podcast with you doing this.
What is it called? Like in the dating guy, like what did they call that? Like an object? Did that have like a word
Oh,
for it?
So that's what I was like.
Peacock.
What is
Token.
it?
Peacocking.
your
I feel like it
token.
was a token. Yeah. but Okay.
Yeah.
What's,
I was gonna say, here's
The
our-
pickup
my,
artist.
My new task is we have to come up with a better name for it, because all that it's called is just visual branding or style branding.
how about token? I like token.
Isn't it peacocking?
Peacocking
No.
is like the overall
Yeah.
like making yourself
That's
stand
it.
out. And I think he always said like you had to have a token, like the conversation
Yeah.
piece.
Yeah. So
All right,
I don't know.
I'm excited. I'm excited to find a token. It's
Do you
weird
know
because
what
it
I
has to
already
be
know?
like
it's got to be this way.
profile up.
Do you guys think
I
watching?
already know what
so-
I'm doing.
Show the pickup artist. Do you that came out when we were like in high school, so our kind of formative years. Do you think that show helped you at all?
No.
picking up
No, I
women?
didn't follow any of his advice either, but maybe I should have.
No, I feel like the one was like be kind of mean to women, which I didn't know until that show.
Still wish I
Dude.
could do that. I still can't.
But that was the fakest shit. There's no way that guy. I mean, and whoever he's picking
Mystery?
up,
He's
it
not
was
a-
just
he's a guy, isn't he?
garbage. He was picking up just the people that didn't care
Yeah.
about anyone else. So like, this guy's gonna give me attention by being fucking weird. So
I remember the
gravitate
one
to him.
challenge. Have we already mentioned this on the pod? I think I was talking to Mr. B about this last week. The one challenge, the guy's goal was to go to a strip club and pick up a stripper basically and bang her outside the strip club.
did he do it?
Yeah, I did.
Wait, I forgot how that show went. Did he help people become pickup artists like
Yes.
himself?
I feel like it was almost like a competition show. Like he
Yeah.
like had like 12 people. That was like, we're gonna make
Did
one of
he-
you the ultimate pickup artist.
Did
Yeah.
he dress them up the same? The
Yeah,
same. as-
it's one of the greatest reality shows I
need
probably of
to
all
watch
time.
that.
Yeah,
would
that
be-
needs like a reboot. That's great television.
That could never work now. It's like, hey, here's your basically goal to have sex with a woman, like as fast as possible. This guy's teaching you, because it wasn't for these people to date these women. It was to
No.
bang
pick
them.
them up.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into New Year's goals. Who wants to start?
Did you guys reach any of your goals from last year?
Oh, good question. Let me pull it up.
I forgot mine. Probably.
Not
Kevin,
really.
Kevin did. One of his was Get Letterbox. I remember that.
And I have,
Download
yeah,
it.
I have reviewed like 6 movies on Letterboxd,
And
so
Get
that's
Us
something.
on Letterbox was one of your things. So
Are you still using it? I like it.
I do. I forget about it sometimes. I'm like, fuck, I need to make sure I'm rating movies.
I ran that half marathon. I don't think that was on my list. I think that my greatest accomplishment of 2024 was I spent 6 months just, I would say 45% of my mental energy always went towards my posture. Just like I was constantly
wow.
working on my
God.
posture, and it really worked. Like people keep telling me I'm taller, and I'm like, no, I haven't grown since I was 18. I worked on my posture for 6 months.
Oh, maybe I should do that.
It's so hard. I remember I've had really bad posture, and I focused on that for like 2 months straight, and it was 99% of all I thought about in high school.
Mhm.
And I did a great job, and then at one point I'm like, I'm fucking done. And as soon as I stopped, like you lose it. It's like I thought my muscles would have trained to stand upright, but it didn't. So.
It takes a lot of mental energy, and I'm starting to it's becoming second nature to me. And I will say the greatest thing about it is that I don't have any back pain anymore. Like, you know how I used to wake up with back pain? I don't have
No.
that anymore.
Didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Did you? How do you do it? Do you just like pinch your shoulder blades back together?
Yeah, like if I'm like standing on an elevator, I put my like back up against the wall and just like make sure I'm stiff as a board.
Light as a feather.
I feel like I
Yeah.
can't. If I do that, my man boobs are like 3 times the size. So I gotta like keep them kind of hunched over.
I'd argue it might help. I think it might help
Yeah. It. What is it?
because it strengthens
Activate
like
the core.
Yeah.
Activate the core and pull it back.
Yeah, so I got my upper posture, my shoulders, my neck is like I'm trying to work on my groin region, so where my core is activated constantly. So that was my greatest accomplishment in 2024.
That's pretty good.
I'm happy with it.
It's life changing.
Well, for now. But
I don't remember any.
Did you guys? Did you accomplish anything? You had a kid.
Yeah, I had a kid.
Was that on the goal?
I don't know. I don't think it was. Well, at the time, I knew I was having a kid. I think my other goal was, I think I was really stressing about Lisa not working. And I'm not as stressed, which is good.
Oh yeah, you were working on getting more stressed, and because you had to replace her salary.
Yeah,
Is that why you're not stressed? Did you meet that goal?
I met that goal. That was probably the biggest goal of it. And she also got paid 3 months more than originally thought. So that helped
A little
a lot.
bonus.
Yeah. Other than that, I mean, I probably had a weight loss goal, but I wasn't gonna hit that.
Yeah, that didn't
Yeah.
work.
I'm gonna rifle through some. Wait, Owen, what was your greatest accomplishment in 2024?
Oh God, flipping one. I just wanted to flip 2 houses, but I flipped 1 house. So
The
I
one
got
was so
one-
easy. Just
Yeah. What are you doing with all the extra money?
I didn't have enough time. Was the problem? I got it too late, and I didn't have enough time to get another one in. I'm still looking for another deal right now. So my goal this year is to flip 3.
Oh my God,
And
you
I
got to
gotta
get on it.
I gotta get one done quick, but I'm hoping I could get ones that are quicker turns. So get 2 quick turns, 1 longer one.
I
So-
was reading about real estate in Washington because they were talking about the. This is gonna be so boring, but I was reading the New York Times and they were talking about the server economy. How all these people are flocking to the jobs. Like it's a lot of HVAC guys, interesting enough, or like kind of like cool, like people who work in that kind of trade because they have to get these server centers set up, and those require so much like cooling and. So I don't know. Looking at some of those
Interesting.
areas, yeah, I'm trying to think. There's somewhere in Seattle, the Washington area, where there's a huge boom of that,
You
and they don't have
do you
housing for them.
Oh, okay. So it'll be far away from wherever I am.
I
But
can't imagine
Houston-
it's that far though.
Yeah, it'll be.
You
far.
might find the article interesting though, just because you're an HVAC
Yeah, do you
guy.
have it? Can you send it to me?
You're an HVAC. You're an HVAC nepo.
It's in my blood, baby.
Would,
I'll
would
find
you
that.
ever flip a house outside of where you could drive to?
Yeah, I would. I got to get better at it though. I got to get my first. I would have to get a good team that I could trust and potentially some boots on the ground that I know that would be
Yeah.
able to help things along, and something that I could actually go visit every here and then.
I like that
But for
term,
sure,
boots on
I
the ground. I'm
definitely
going to use that more.
Yeah, I definitely would. But
All right. What else?
another
Sean?
one that I accomplished last year, more walking. I wanted to get more walking in, and I would do before lunch. I'd walk around my like outside work. I'd go down like 2 or 3 blocks. Winter came around though, and I haven't been doing it very much because it's too cold. Then I have some other things I don't want to get into, But this year, one of my biggest ones is I want to ask. So last year, one of my goals
Ask
that
somebody
I
to prom.
What?
ask-
Ask Susie Smith
I thought Susie too.
to prom. The
Last
number one
year-
girl, me, just a lonely paint salesman, asking Susie Smith.
The coolest girl in town.
Oh man,
Well, here her boyfriend Brian wasn't in the picture.
But
But who
The
knows
star
if that'll
football
last? What do you want to ask?
So last year, one of my goals was to put myself out there to make more friends, which I did not do at all. But this year, similar thing, but we talked about how you have like small conversations with people, Dennis, and you hate it, and it's because you're interviewing people right now. One of my things is to ask like more questions. There's so many things I'm curious about that's going on. Like you walk into a store and you'd be like, what the fuck is going on here? But you don't want to ask anyone because you don't want to have a conversation.
yeah,
I'm very good at that. I will ask now.
I have been so curious lately, and I think it all stemmed from when I told that guy at the stop sign to fuck off. I'm like, you know what? That wasn't that bad of a human interaction. I should do this more.
yeah.
So I've been asking people questions all the time, or
It's
like
fun. It's
being
fun.
being curious and actually getting answers. I'm like, holy shit, I'm actually
Yeah.
figuring stuff out rather. Because other than I went into a store and they're remodeling like the deli area. Kevin, it's a place that you actually went to and you really like the deli area.
Oh yeah, I like that a lot. Yeah.
You like this was before you were dating Megan, and Kevin had a crush on the girl behind the counter, so he wanted to go back. So anyway, they're demoing that. You can cut that, Kevin. If you want.
No, I remember
Okay.
the girl, the deli, the Rainier beers. I remember everything.
But they demoed that and they're getting rid of it. So I asked the girl at the counter, I was like, oh, what are you doing over there? And she's like, oh, we're remodeling. I'm like, yeah, no fucking shit, you're remodeling. What's going on? Like, what are you guys going to put something new in? She didn't give me a good answer, but
Nice.
Oh no, that's
First
a great,
interaction.
that's a great I think that's going to be awesome for you because I do that all the time and I find myself having some really fascinating conversations. Like for example, like remember what I told you guys? I saw Cam Newton wearing his stupid hat at the
Yeah.
airport. Everybody was looking at him, and I heard like people talking amongst themselves. I'm like, that's Cam Newton. They're like, that's Cam Newton. And they started like kind of freaking out. So yeah, just when there's something crazy happen, it's a good opening.
I don't want that interaction.
It was good. I liked it.
It's Cam Newton. That sounds
It's fun.
Yeah.
that would turn me off from asking questions or saying
was
anything to
fun.
anyone ever again.
It was fun.
Have you ever had an interaction like that and you're like, you feel bad because you're like, that was such a bad interaction, and then you kind of look back, you're like, this person gave me nothing. Like
Yeah.
it was just,
Yeah.
like a one word thing, and I always
Yeah.
feel bad about that. But then I'm like, that guy's just living their life just with saying 3 words.
Yeah.
What other goals, Owen?
More cardio. I didn't do much of any, so I'm going to get back into running. It took basically a whole year off of running, so I'm getting back at it. And then I'm going to be happier about stuff. I'm a grumpy gills, so I want to be happier. So
Do you have like
I'm
an
working on-
actionable?
I'm going to go back to therapy and try to figure that out.
Yeah,
So
that's a good one. Let me rifle through some of mine. I'm gonna run the LA Marathon in March, but I have been having to train during the winter for the first time in forever. It fucking sucks. So I'm kind of like secretly excited about these wildfires. I'm hoping that it gets canceled so I can stop training. Because I'm at like 13 miles of.
path for you, Kevin. They're making it a bigger path so they can put more people.
I don't know. Maybe it'll be dangerous
More
for like lungs
marathons.
or something. I don't know. But I'm hoping it gets canceled. Yeah, lose weight, read, listen to 20 books, try January. I want to get a 10 million view clip for Instagram and TikTok.
Wow. 10 mil.
Oh wait, let me
10
say.
million's viral. That's viral. in my opinion.
Not a million?
Dude,
Come
dude,
on.
No, listen
I've
to
seen
this.
people do dumb stuff and get to a million. I want 10.
Last year, our goal was to have one viral clip, and we considered about 10,000 views a pretty good viral
Oh,
clip.
wow.
And we did more than 10. Did we 10x that? We more than 10x that.
Yeah, we
So Kevin's 10 million view. That's
can do it.
that's a pipe dream.
We can do
but
it.
It's possible.
I'd rather have two more 1 millions than 10 million.
Yes and no, depending on what we get out of it as well. If we have
Yeah.
10 million, we're definitely going to gain a couple followers, just
Mhm.
depending on what we're talking about.
Yeah.
We're gonna get 10 million. Let me
You
write.
think from that million view thing we gain one follower, one person that's actually listening to this podcast?
No, not on the no. That does not translate to podcast listens, but still, I mean that's podcasting nowadays. It's all about creating clips. So
Yeah. Well, let's go into our Yankee minute and talk about.
oh yeah,
and talk about the Yankee news.
play the song. New York, New York.
Mike Judge just went on vacation in the Bahamas.
No, but Dennis, the Yankee minute. We only talk about their facial hair.
Oh yeah.
What facial hair?
Exactly. Still no facial hair on. I like how you said Mike Judge, too. The creator of Beavis and Butthead.
Oh shit.
That's not his real name. I couldn't think of it.
We just go through the roster though. Nope, still no facial hair. Yep. Okay.
Aaron Judge.
I want to watch 3 classic TV series. Like I want to watch like all of Game of Thrones or all of The Sopranos.
Oh wow.
I want to finish The Walking Dead. That's one, and then my last one.
That's a fun goal.
It is. It's fun because I want to choose which one it is too.
Way to have a fun goal. I don't think I had any fun
I feel like
goals on
I
mine.
never thought of putting a fun goal down.
Fun goals are so easy though.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's hard for me though to watch a whole series. I get bored. And then I want to apply to Survivor. Just want to apply.
Okay.
Yeah, Dennis, you applied. What did that?
I
Did
did
you
it,
have
yeah.
to record it?
I did
you
a
do it?
video. And my idea in the video, I was like, should I put a lot of effort in this? I'm like, maybe they don't want people that put a lot of effort in. So I put
Yeah, God
minimum
forbid you
effort.
put some effort. Yeah, they just
I don't
want.
know.
they're like sick of effort.
I guess I want to go on. I don't fucking know. I don't know. You can pick me or not. I don't really care.
Dennis,
It was basically
Sad.
like that. Yeah.
finish strong with what your goals are for
Oh
2025.
God.
Finish
I'm
us
not,
strong.
I'm not gonna finish strong at all. All right. First goal is to get out of my mind as much, not be in my mind as much.
Get out of your mind.
Kava, man.
Get out of
Yeah.
your mind. Little John.
Second goal is to be healthier.
Why are you laughing?
I remember you
just
doing
it.
this last year too, just like the
Yeah.
most vague goals. So like hard to track.
Yeah, I have no specific goals. I'm sorry. It's all just very general.
Maybe dig a little. I'm curious. You must have something in the back of your mind, like a very clear, like you just want to shoot like a 75 in golf. You must have something that's very
I mean,
quantifiable.
Maybe I should have a goal. Like I want to golf more, because sometimes when I golf, like in the middle of the week, I feel guilty.
I actually, I never heard it framed this way until today, but Megan just wants to work out 100 times in 2025, which seems so much more achievable than like, I want to work out 4 times a week. Like if you just
Yeah.
are like, I just need to check one off as much
it's a
as I can.
countdown compared to
Yeah.
like I need to get 3 every week.
Yeah,
sort
it's
of
not
thing,
like a
or-
lifelong journey. So I like that, Dennis. Like if you just like, I
Ooh,
want to golf 35 times. That's kind of,
It
it makes
makes
it.
you 100. That's a good goal because I saw someone else that's doing 300. I'm like 300
That's
days. That's so
ridiculous.
many days. I
No,
was
but
like,
if
I
you do
can't
100, that gets you to, I mean, that's once 3 or 4 times a week.
One
Yeah.
third of the week. Yeah, you're working out.
I think that's such a cool way to look at it. It just seems so much
Yeah.
more fun.
What a
Let's say-
cool way to look at it, Megan.
All right, I want to golf 25 times. Is that normal amount? You think? That's probably like one a week.
That seems a lot. I mean, you only get half the year in Cleveland.
yeah.
That's a fun goal. You got a
Yeah, you
fun
know,
goal.
that's
you
my
got
goal.
one.
All right. Yeah, I
one
like
goal.
I want to
Golf
see a
goal.
hole in one out of you too this year.
that. Okay.
Okay, I can do that.
You don't think you can do it? Go into every par 3 like it's a hole in one.
Yeah. I mean, if
Who
I kept
doesn't
playing.
go into a par 3 like that though?
Oh no, that's like my goal. Especially when you're already out of it. It's like I need
That
to
is
get
true.
it. There.
Like I could save this whole round and
Yeah.
Mr. B's eagle. Fuck it. Like everybody's gonna be talking about me in the clubhouse.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Alright.
No kids. So last year was have a kid, no kid. And then that's it.
All right, no kids, so get rid of the kids.
Yeah, no kids.